Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream. It's an interesting one for multiple reasons. I know that most of you have already watched me play this one, only because I remember it happening in a very key moment in 2020, where it was feeling a little hashtag too soon. Or hashtag too real, I think is what we ended up going with instead. Anyway, regardless. It's also weird because I'm going to the operating room tomorrow. And this is the last food I can eat until afterward. So I have dinner here. Eating late. I'm gonna actually work in my favor today. My hope is ultimately that I can make it through most of the morning without getting too hangry. Or maybe the nerves will take over. I don't know yet. We're gonna wing it. That's kind of how it's gonna go. I'm not sure what's gonna end up happening. It's gonna be a weird time. But at least in the short term, we can play some Nancy Drew. I'm down for. Once I find it. Technical problems with the chips, I guess. Go install. There you are. Yeah, this one I have installed separately. But it should be pretty straightforward. This one is a cinematic start, doesn't it? I don't think it starts with a whole, this is my center of operations, my desk. Shtick. We are getting closer to the end, though. Let's see. Actually, let's take a quick look and see how many more games we have after we do this one. I love how I bought all of these. All of these little things for lunches when I'm not going to be at work for a couple of days. Like the majority of what I'm eating for dinner is what I had planned on bringing to work for lunch, but I'm not working for 3 days. So okay, what do we got? We got this one, then Shattered Medallion, Labyrinth of Flies, Sea of Darkness, Midnight in Salem. All right, yeah. And then, of course, we'll play the new one. I believe the new one is coming out on Steam sometime this summer. I'm assuming that by the time we finish Midnight in Salem, it will be out on Steam. I do not want to buy it through Her Interactive's on website because I've been burned by Digital River too many times. Not falling into that trap again. I just closed the launcher. I'm a very smart man. Try it again. Try it again. Oh, here we go. Come on. You can do it. Okay. Sweeter than I thought it would be. Huh. This is a slightly strange chicken marsala. But here we are. Mass combo is on. Not sure what that is. Try not to do anything. Bring it on, baby. Oh. We do get a little bit of center of operations, my desk, but not like the whole thing. Yeah, I can't even click on anything else. Cathedral. Security Service MI5 Cathedral. Our agency has been monitoring your progress for some time now. Quite impressed with your accomplishments. Certain events have forced our organization to reopen a case that has gone unsolved for the last 8 years. Although impressive, your fieldwork experience is only part of the reason. We're asking for your help not because of what you can do, but because of who you are. 8 years ago, Kate Drew, her mother, died in a single automobile crash in the outskirts of Glasgow. This official version of your mother's death is, as you may have suspected, not the entire story. Her death was not an accident. We have strong evidence that Kate was killed by the very group she was investigating. We need your help. You've included a plane ticket and have a room ready for you at Glaucus Lodge. You'll be briefed upon arrival. There is no time to spare. The future of Glasgow may rest in your hands. Office of International Affairs, MI5. Yeah, because that's definitely how that works.
Mom?
Flashback time. That's diegetic music, apparently.
Drew residence, Kate speaking. You know this line isn't secure. Moira, stop. I'll call you.
This is just a weird bit of world building. Neat transition, though.
Was in the picture. Okay, now what?
To be honest, I am having trouble hearing it, so I'll go ahead and turn this up.
It's locked. It's locked.
There we go.
Hey, my suitcase!
Rip.
I'm on it. That guy's a thief!
Are you on it, though?
I really thought I was going to get that guy. Sorry.
Thanks for trying.
I'm Alec.
Nancy, that's a nice offer, but why would you want to do that? It doesn't look like you work here.
I'm in the business of finding people who don't want to be found.
Well, I won't turn down help. So you're a private eye?
I'm more of a skip tracer. When someone goes off the grid, I get a call and track them down. They skip, I trace.
I had some very important things that belonged to my mom in that suitcase. I really need them back.
Go check into your hotel, I will find your suitcase.
You just missed me bitching for a little bit about going to the hospital tomorrow.
I'm your cathedral contact, Ewan. There is a case file in your room. Read it, memorize it. That's your playbook. It'll keep you alive. I've got a bit of housekeeping to do. Get settled. I'll call you when I'm ready.
Very posh. Very nice. Okay. That would be where we start. So we're not going to go there yet. Nancy can't afford it, but she is getting this gratis. So there is that. How to Train Your Dragon. For Scotland! Oh boy, more reading. Okay, hold on. I like how they're even paginated, like page 1 of 2. Ms. Drew, I must welcome you to Scotland with very unfortunate news. You've been led here under false pretenses. You were not here as a guest of Cathedral. You were not asked here to investigate the death of your mother by MI5. You have been lied to. Kate Drew, your mother was a Cathedral operative. 8 years ago, a small cell associated with a terrorist organization known as Revenant attempted to attack Glasgow. Kate was instrumental in stopping the attack, now known as the Colony Operation. This is a lot of classified information, supposedly, that we're just, like, dumping Um, Kate was instrumental in stopping the attack, now known as Colony Operation. We believe the organization your mother took offline is returned to full strength and is now planning to mount the attack once more. We believe you have been brought here by Revenant for reasons we do not yet fully understand. If this is overwhelming, do not worry. We will give you access to information as needed. We are in the process of briefing your contact on the situation. He will bring you in soon. Your first priority is to locate and make contact with a local reporter named Moira Chisholm. He was considered a person of interest in the first attempted attack on Scotland, but was never directly connected. She has since refused to cooperate with this organization. We will be keeping a close watch on you at all times, but this does not mean you will be protected. Please note this difference. Move forward cautiously and trust no one. Anyone who approaches you should be considered a suspect. Attached, you'll find a basic brief to get you somewhat caught up on what you need to know. I feel like the American embassy would take a slight amount of problem with this particular approach that MI5 is taking. I'm just saying, at what point does the CIA step in and be like, no, whatever the fuck is happening here, no. Like, State Department, CIA, and FBI all say, not today. Like, not to mention that, but like, okay, Nancy herself is not like an intelligence asset, but they've made it very painfully clear in the most ham-fisted, unfortunate way in the past that Frank and Joe, who are both very good friends of Nancy's, are intelligence assets known to the American government, right? Like, they are, in fact, essentially agents of some kind that I still don't fucking understand. You're telling me that, like, these two who work some pretty high-profile cases, like, Nancy just shows up in Scotland under false pretenses with MI5 watching her but not protecting her, and no one's gonna be upset about that. Like, I can't, like, this is just giving whatever. Okay, it's fine. A reaction by this, like, your dad is a lawyer. Nancy, you can afford this. I get what you mean, though. Yeah. Oh my god. Here we go. Cathedral, an organization dedicated to the safety of Glasgow and surrounding areas, suggest Glasgow. This is like, okay, so wait. Organization acts as intelligent outpost, reports to MI5, equivalent to what would be a local branch of the FBI in the US. I mean, I guess? Sort of? I don't know. This is another one of those things where, like, this game is treating MI5 like they're spies. Kind of like, and thereby, you know, associating the FBI with spycraft and such, which it might have, like, counterintelligence, but, like, the FBI is basically just a glorified police. Like federal police. Like, I don't know. It's literally the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the federalized version of policing. And that's kind of what MI5 is too. They're not that great at keeping secrets, but well, I mean, I guess they have the whole, I don't know. This is weird. This whole game is weird. Get on board with it. Colony operation. Attempted non-lethal biological attack on Glasgow. Non-lethal? Then why the fuck do we care? All right. Boarded by Cathedral operatives 8 years ago, the party responsible for the attack was never confirmed, although it was believed Revenant was involved. Current intelligence points to signs of the operation may be restarting. Colony attack required a very specific and difficult to produce biological element. It's believed but not verified that Kate Drew found a way to destroy all records of the formula and place the individual responsible for creating it into hiding. Revenant, very little is known about this group. Revenant is believed to be behind a number of terrorist events around the globe over the course of the last few decades. Paradoxically, the same group has been linked to as many counter-terrorist activities during that same period. The aim of this organization is not yet known. Okay. Again, we point out the whole, like, a non-lethal biological attack, so it'll make people a little sick for a bit. But they killed Nancy's mother over it. It's one of those things where the game and what it's trying, like, how do I put this? Where do I go with this? Like, it's obvious to me looking at this in the year 2024 or whatever year. I don't remember exactly when this came out, but it was obvious then as well that it's like her interactive is trying really hard so that it's not like serious terrorism or serious threats. Like, it's bad and you should feel worried about it, but like, people are going to get sick, so don't worry, people won't die over this. But also, your mom died. Like, your mom was killed by these people, but they won't kill people in the city, so don't worry too much. I don't know, the stakes are unequal and there is no real reasoning behind it. Why Scotland? Yeah, why Scotland? And if so, Scotland, why Glasgow instead of like Edinburgh? I like, Edinburgh is the capital, right? Oh my god, the metro population of Edinburgh is only 901? Holy crap. Hold on, wait. Okay, that's the city of Edinburgh. City of Edinburgh is around 526,470. Hold on. Okay, all right. Hold the fucking phone. Oh, Glasgow's actually bigger by population. Okay, fair enough. Yeah. Estimated population is a defined locality is 632,350. So of the two, Glasgow is technically bigger, but Edinburgh is also the capital of Scotland and has, you know, it's more governmentally important. But then let's also bring up this other little factoid. Boston is bigger than Glasgow by population. Boston. Now, I'm not saying that Boston is like a less significant city to perpetuate a terrorist attack against, because, you know, we did have the Boston bombing, the marathon bombings after all, but like, if you're gonna pick a city, why a small one? Like, man, the difference is what? Hold on, what's the second? Birmingham. Okay. Okay, all right, interesting. So this is I'm so confused. Wow. Okay. All right. So I'm just going off on a tangent here. I'm sorry. London's population is 8.9 million. Okay, it's a big fucking city. Birmingham, the second largest city in the UK, is 1.1 million. So we're talking about like already an eighth of the size, like a ninth of the size. Okay. And then the third largest one, Manchester, which apparently is sometimes considered to be in contention for second largest city, and I don't understand why that is. Maybe it's the metro area here that they're talking about, but Manchester proper has a population of 550,000 or so, which is smaller than Boston again. I don't understand what's going on here. But yeah, I could even understand Birmingham. But London is kind of like the obvious one because you got 9 million people, right? Like financial capital of the UK, government seat. Like you couldn't. That's the more likely target. And even if you're going to limit yourself to Scotland, again, the more likely target should then be Edinburgh, because again, finance capital, seat of government. Yeah, it's smaller than Glasgow, but like Glasgow though. Why Glasgow? Like, you know, comparing it to the United States here, it just feels like, why would you attack Boston when New York is right there? Sorry, New York. Like, make it make sense. Make it make sense. Oh my god. But there we go.
That's done.
What do I do here? What do I do? What's happening? I know nothing.
The American girl.
Do I?
What does she look like? What does she look like? Hold on.
I'm Bridget. I'll be outside. There's something very important I need to tell you.
That's not subtle at all. What does she look like, though? She looks like somebody. My brain is having like a full moment when I'm trying to figure out. She looks like... Oh, money. Didn't I just... Wait. Oh, I see. I'm not allowed to do anything else besides go down to the lobby. And there is no lobby, but okay.
It might be good to read up on the attack.
Okay, here we go. Get ready for this. You ready? You ready? Like, I mean, it's a better known city because it's in Super Trooper by ABBA. This little lab place thing. Oh yeah, I know what you mean. The last that Ryan from Deadly Device. I was thinking more like real world. My brain is like, this looks like a celebrity. Why does this look like a celebrity or a character? Or like someone I've seen somewhat recently in something, like someone on TikTok maybe. I don't know. My brain is malfunctioning looking at her. As July 14th nears, many pause to remember the attack that almost devastated Glasgow nearly a decade ago. It almost devastated Glasgow. Hello, Elraz. Welcome. Thwarted attack nicknamed the colony operation by the intelligence community. Why the fuck does the paper know this? Was intended to destabilize the governmental power structure of the greater Glasgow region. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm having a hard time believing this. It's so painful. The most unique feature of the attempted attack was the custom incubated virus, a formula built to sicken but not to kill. The nation's leading epidemiologists have yet to isolate what has been referred to as the final formula. Years later, more questions remain than answers. Authorities continue to investigate leads, hoping one day to answer three most critical issues at stake: if a second attack is planned, when it would occur, and of course, why. Destabilize the government power structure of the greater Glasgow region. Really punching up there, aren't you? Like, God. Again, like, I don't understand. This is an act of terrorism. This is pretty shit. It's pretty bad. Like, this plot is clown shoes. Seriously though, like, wait. The point of the terrorist group was to basically give 600,000 people the shits for like a week. And that would destabilize the power structure of a small United Kingdom city. Why? Why? Why would you do this? Like, again, there are multiple ways that this could have been better. I mean, to be fair, we don't know that it's actually like gonna give people the shits. It's just, it sickens but doesn't kill. We don't know what the symptoms actually are. But like, Lord Almighty, what is the plot here and how we could have fixed it? One of two ways, maybe both if you really wanted to. One, put it in a better city than Glasgow, like somewhere where it will actually have a greater impact. But the better way, the real way, make it deadly. Like, if you're gonna make a bioterror attack, make it a deadly one. You know? Make people actually scared to go out instead of being like, well, you know, if I go to work today, I might come home and have the shits for a week. Like, that sucks, but you're not gonna die. I mean, and this is where I get to put on my, like, this is too soon / too real. Like, in our current society where COVID still exists, you know, it's still here, never really left. Like, people go out good knowing full well that they can get sick, and honestly some people assume they will get sick. So what was this meant to do? You know, like, maybe that's a little too retrospective of me, looking from our position here in our post-pandemic world, looking back at what, you know, 2013, 2019 was a whole thing. Just like, I don't know. It's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. Because we gotta read the next article. We are really plowing through this, aren't we? Okay, Memories of the Future That Almost Was, by Jenny Murphy, staff reporter. I was a block and a half away from my flat when the alarms rang out 8 years ago. It was the first time I'd heard the civil defense sirens ring in Glasgow. I remember looking at the crowd standing with me on the street. The alarms? The sirens? What? I remember the novelty. I have no idea what to do, a man standing next to me announced with what seemed to be the appropriate amount of cheers. Should I hide under something? Then the siren stopped, and the PA cracked on. We ran to our houses. We taped our windows shut. We turned on our TVs to see a parade of reporters, military officials, doctors, terrorism experts. Saw them all share the same stunned blankness we felt at home. I have no idea what to do. Should I hide under something? Then we saw the test pattern take over the broadcast, the strange design we now know to be Revenant's logo, the demand to remain inside and await further instruction. That doesn't happen here. This is Glasgow. The news reporters were back, blinking at us as we blinked at them. Should we hide under something? Following the day of the thwarted attack, that thought wrapped tightly around my cerebral cortex. I took a day in. I filed my stories from home. We all did. Days went by. I sat hunched over my laptop and poured through every report that I could find. I was lost in the details. The bombs, chemical propellant systems really pulled offline at the last second. The test pattern so strong it overtook every crooked street. Again, I just... like, I don't know how to respond to this. And again, maybe this is because now I am, like, past COVID lockdowns and the panic that was 2020, and this is child's play comparatively. I just... pain. It's pain. Just pain.
Oh, hello. You want to make some money? Then make some cookies. The cookie order shows up.
You're not Scottish.
Make it exactly as shown if you want to get paid. The more cookies you make, the wealthier you get.
You're not Scottish. I need the...
Place the top cookie before cutting.
Oh, brain.
It's a masterpiece.
Yep. Okay. And we're gonna make cookies. Oh my god, they really just went like hard right away. I don't know if that's right.
Need to work on my cookie spotting skills.
Apparently that was wrong. I don't know what that is underneath there. Is it just like, is there nothing there? Maybe there's nothing there and I'm just bad at this. Fuck. I suck. I didn't know someone could be this picky about cookies.
It's a masterpiece.
Oh, okay. Hey, it says cookie right there. I mean, I don't know what to say. Is it correct? No. I mean, to be fair, I would not call these biscuits. These are not biscuits. These are much more in line with a cookie than a biscuit. But I also have no idea what this has anything to do with Scotland. Like, at least in France, we were making parfait, right? Like, sounds French at least. Even if it's not, like, amazingly French. But
It's a masterpiece.
also, we're not baking this at all. It's just, there's a completely unbaked cookie. Or they're pre-baked, I guess?
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, Japan was bento. Like, every one where we've made food, for the most part, kind of relates somehow. Like, let's see. There was bento in Japan. There was parfait in France. In Ireland, it was mixed drinks and beer that wasn't alcoholic, which was like, wow, okay. But still, bar. The lodge had breakfast, lunch, and dinner, to be fair. And breakfast did involve Canadian bacon. Dinner involved salmon steaks. I don't remember what lunch involved. It was burgers. So, you know. Canadian, question mark. Then again, like, what? You know, we didn't make poutine. That would have been hyper Canadian, but I think that's also more of like a Quebec thing. And this was more like Alberta, I want to say. One of the Western ones. But like middle of nowhere Western. So, I'm trying to think of the other ones where you make food. Last train to Blue Moon Canyon, you had to do the fucking you had to cook things when you were Frank, I think. I don't know why that was really like thrown in there a little bit. Let's see. Tea. Oh, okay, yeah. The snack bar at Waverly Academy. That's what I forgot. Snack bar at Waverly Academy. I think those are like the big ones. But yeah, we're making cookies. I guess. So. Ooh.
Got it.
Just go until I have 100 pounds.
Got it.
I like that I'm not selling these for anything either. I'm just making tips. I think that's probably against some UK labor laws.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
It's definitely not a tablet. I mean, doing shortbread would be a little weird. We should do marshmallows though. That's apparently a thing. Like homemade marshmallows. Hello, Dreamy. Welcome and happy Pride. I am also very tired. I feel that in my bones.
Got it.
Very deeply in my bones.
All right.
All right. Thing is, this is particularly easy to do.
Got it.
Like, and you rack up the cash fast, so I guess there's that.
All right.
As far as the cooking mini games go, this one is not as bad. Oh, what?
Done.
Okay. I also am disturbed by the noise of the cookies themselves. They sound wet in a not good way. Fuck. Just realized I fucked up. I'm sorry, ma'am. I did make your cookie to your exact specifications, but I'm not in the United States, and you are not named Karen, so fuck off. I want to know why you're putting so much jelly on these things.
Got it.
I guess I'm going for 200 now? That's not right. It's hard to tell whether it's orange jelly or
It's a masterpiece.
if it's blank. Feels like it shouldn't be that hard, but very bad at it.
If I do say so myself.
I do say so, and I think it is not bad.
Done.
One more and I'm be done, I promise. We're not going to sit here and make cookies all day. Though it's very easy to do so, because this is,
Got it.
despite everything, somewhat satisfying. You're saying the spy both Nancy and Kate talk a lot. You're totally fair. Yeah, it's a rough shift done, darling. I'm sorry. And now I can buy all of these things that are actually somewhat right. There it is. I was gonna say I saw something.
You had something important to tell me?
Just that I love Americans. Some people say you're ignorant, entitled slobs, but not me.
I don't know that was important.
Of course it is. You've got the best cities, the best bands, Hollywood. Your star may be fading, but you're still the cool kids at the global lunch table. Teach me your ways.
I'm sorry, but I'm sort of in the middle of something pretty important. I'm a little overbooked.
You say that now, but I can tell we're going to be friends. Or enemies. Either way, get used to this face right here.
I don't want to.
How could you tell I'm an American?
I've got a sixth sense about these things. I saw a guy on the train. I just walked up to him and said, "You're from Belgium,
I
aren't
had
you?"
every character in this game. Fuck off.
He just had that
Seriously
look.
though.
Can I follow you around for a whole lot?
You seem really nice,
The nicest. Ask me, Gran.
but I can't really have anyone following me. Please, don't take it personally.
No, I understand.
Do you work or go to school or what do you do?
You think I'm from Glasgow?
Is that okay?
Oh, it's glorious. I'm actually from Witten. It's always been a dream of mine to live in the city. And I'm sort of checking it out to see if it's for me.
Don't understand why I'm having this conversation.
How long are you going to be in Glasgow?
Not long. You?
I have no idea. Can you tell me a little bit about Scotland?
Just a bit then. Well, it's old, it's cold, and I like it all the same. I got a book about it. I could get it for you. It's only up in my room.
I'm so glad you could get it for me. Thank you for that. Ah, trash. Hi, Dad.
Personal line of Carson Drew. Please direct all business matters to the firm switchboard.
Wow. Hi, Ned.
Hi, it's Ned. I can't talk right now. Leave a message.
Wow, the homophobia is so deep. What about that is relaxing, you must ask? It's classic. I can't. I'm sorry. It's just classic. What the fuck am I supposed to be doing here? Oh, this guy's still here. Alright, did you find my fucking thing?
Don't you have family, friends? Surely you have a boyfriend.
I do.
Then why do you travel so lonely?
This isn't exactly a vacation. I need you to find someone for me.
I am to please.
A reporter named Moira Chisholm. Word is no one knows how to
We're
find
just trusting a random guy.
Wheelhouse.
If I knew what the wheelhouse is, I'd agree.
I think it's in a boat.
Well, that seems useless.
Or it's a baseball thing?
Double useless. But yes, I'm on it.
No, a wheelhouse is the house that has the wheel. Alright, well, he left before I could do anything else, though. I guess we're just... something. Ah, eerie tone.
You have attracted our attention. Consider this your first test. You will find an envelope in locker 49. Take it to the 10 Raven pub in Giffneck. If you do, you will be rewarded. Here's a hint.
Harrier checking in. Challenge code for agent CMYK0110.
CMYK0110?
Wouldn't you like to know more?
Was that Mom?
That's just blue. That's just blue. Does it have a particular name of blue? No, not particularly. But that's blue. To answer your question, Dreamy, no, I have not played the new game yet. I am actually waiting until it comes out on Steam, firstly, and I will be playing it completely fresh-eyed, no spoilers or anything going into it here on this channel. Woo! Not to kind of advertise myself a little bit there, but you know, gotta do something there. Anyway, I wanna play it like totally fresh-eyed. I've been trying to avoid spoilers and trying to avoid some of the discussion, but yeah, that discussion has been frustrating to see even tangentially. Yeah, the creepy voices, they never stop, and yet she's always worried, but you know, whatever, I guess. It is coming to Steam. They actually did confirm it on their Instagram account even, I think. Not on that, apparently. They didn't give a date for it, though, I don't think. But I did wishlist it. So yeah, no, I can just say I wishlisted it. I did find it on Steam. It is on, like, there's a listing for it, and you can wishlist now. Oh, right, you have to pay for, like, round-trip fares. What locker was it? 42? My brain completely forgot what it just told me. $49. I drop off the envelope locker $49. By 14th, formal invitation to follow. Okay. And I'm taking it to gift. No. Yeah, Nancy Drew's in the game. I know it's in Prague, and well, you know, gotta steal what we gotta steal.
I'm going to pretend this is for a wedding. What else could it be for?
A really stupid, not serious attack?
And a reward. Listen.
I'm doing everything I can to stay under the radar. I'll call in when I can, but you won't be able to reach me. Revenant has pulled out, but remaining operatives are still following me. Pay attention to where I'm calling from. There's a pattern. Figure it out and find me. I've left a trail. Card is for Cathedral. The rest is for back home. Figure it out.
Why do they keep sending me these old recordings of Mom?
She wonders aloud to no one in particular. My job is fine. No issues there, no problems there. I am taking a teeny break starting tomorrow. I have taken tomorrow off and the next 2 days after that. But that's mostly because I'm going to the operating room on Wednesday, tomorrow at noon. So I will be kind of recovering more mentally than physically, hopefully. And just chilling for the next couple of days.
Where?
Fair warning, she's a hitter. She hit me.
Did you provoke her?
Well, just a little. Why is she?
She is so trusting, it's painful.
Article I thought was pretty interesting.
About hitting strangers, no doubt. She's out in Bearston. You can take the train out there.
Could you now?
Heard of Revenant?
Like the fancy word for ghost, yeah.
Right.
No, it weren't a ghost. It was proper, like he was kitted out in one of them tuxes and snacking on a canopy.
Revenant is supposedly a terrorist group. You've never heard of them?
Nope, so hardly terrifying. They're more of an obscurist group.
No.
I thought this was a big fucking deal.
No, and neither have you.
Ooh, spooky.
Something good.
I need to know, are you really who you say you are?
Why?
That means no.
It does. But I'm a friend, and I did save your life back there. Doesn't that buy me a bit of goodwill?
Agreeing to find my suitcase was nice. I'd hardly call that saving my life.
I was perfectly happy in my routine. Taking jobs, making money, crumpets. Everything that could be good was good. Then I met you, went out of my
Who does he remind me of?
And yet the sass. You want to know about me? Tell me about you. Until you're ready to do that, leave me alone.
I'm not leaving until you tell me what's going on.
Great. I enjoy your company.
He reminds me of
Give us a
another.
break.
All right, I'll tell you about myself if I can get some answers in return.
Thank you. Why are you here?
I want to learn more about my mother. All right, what do you really do for a living?
Exactly what I told you. What do you want to know about your mother?
She left home one day. I don't know why. My dad begged her not to go, and she
You're
didn't.
being really forthcoming with strangers in a game about spycraft.
It was an accident.
Why not?
No, my turn. Is someone paying you to keep an eye on me?
That's enough. That was fun.
Feel like I touched on something.
Why are you still hanging out here?
I'm a big fan of announcements. And I gotta love a shrill beep now and again. Wait for it. Ah?
Who doesn't?
I need to kick off at a second sometimes, and I get sick of rushing over. Then, it grew on me. I like watching travelers. Trying to imagine the worlds they carry with them in their heads, and I got a thing for the crumpets here. I think I could have been a great professor of psychology, but I never could sit in a chair, now could I?
Have you been sending me messages?
No. And the way you say that makes me think these aren't your standard messages.
You could say that.
If anyone is threatening you, I need to know right now.
Why?
Because common courtesy.
I don't find that particularly reassuring since I'm not sure who is after me.
Right, I've been meaning to ask you about that.
Right now, you and I have about the same amount of information. And unless you actually know something...
Yeah?
Nancy,
I'll let
you might be a good investigator, but you are a shit spy. Like, a truly shit spy.
Cookie wanted. Here you go.
Did I want it though?
Thanks. I'll let you go.
Goodbye.
I don't think I actually said that I wanted it. Oh, brain.
I guess I only have access to my floor and the main floor.
Boo. Boo. Hiss. And my shit's still not here. God, what the fuck is with this guy? I thought he was supposed to be getting my shit. She can be a good detective when she wants to be. Not that bad, but she's... Yeah. She seems shit to the terrorists would never think she's a problem. She's hiding in plain sight.
Once I'll hit you again. Are you looking for a smack?
Moira, I really need to talk to you. It's important.
If you want to talk, come back with some food. Oh, that accent. Are you an American?
Yes.
You don't know anything about Scottish food. I'll give you simple names. Get me the oatmeal parfait, turnips and potatoes, haddock, and a bit of fudge if you would.
You don't know anything about Scottish food. Alright, none of that matters. Okay. That is not food. None of that is food. All the... Oh, Lord. What?
You're in Scotland?
Oh, hi, Dad.
Never mind how I know. That's not the point. You're deflecting.
Guilty.
You don't have
I mean, she is an excellent thief. She's managed to steal so much.
I think I'm a little too old for that.
What you're too old for is running headfirst into a dangerous situation and leaving the rest of us to clean up after you.
And that's different from normal. How, Carson?
Nancy, you don't get it. I'm not angry at you.
Could have fooled me.
I'm scared.
This Carson tells story at 10. It's like it's gonna be an NH Chronicle thing. Sorry, regional thing. I'll tell you the story tonight on Chronicle.
Difficult.
All right, I'm done.
If I help you, I'm pushing you right to whoever has lured you there.
I can handle myself.
Your mother said the same thing.
Who is Moira Chisholm?
Stay away from her.
My source at Cathedral wants me to find her.
Cathedral? I don't know what to tell you then.
Wow, thanks. Why are we having this conversation?
No.
It might be helpful.
I bet it would be extremely helpful, but no, you really can't. They're gone.
Gone? Where?
I shredded them.
You what?
Remember when you picked the lock on that filing cabinet?
Which one?
I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that. To my knowledge, it was just the one.
I mean,
To my knowledge, it was just the one.
That one?
I knew you were looking for her notes, so I shredded everything.
So it's all lost?
It's all lost.
How could you do that?
I thought it might prevent you from doing what you're doing right now.
Hold on. I'm Fritz Weather. Nope. See, I used to be able to do a decent Weatherby impression. I'm Fritz Weatherby. I'm Fritz. Nope. I'll tell you the story tonight on Chronicle. Carson Drew was a local heartthrob. I think we're done. I have to stop. I used to be better at that. Yes. What does she want? Parfait, turnips, potatoes, haddock, and fudge. Anakin. Neeps and tatties.
Now to get everything Moira asked for. Great, that's one of the things on her list. Now
Jammy sandwiches. That's apparently the cookies that we're talking about. Jammy sandwiches. Let's see, I find this and I'm getting sun buttered jammies. No, that doesn't work. Yeah, I don't think this is a thing. Are they talking about like Jammy Dodgers? Okay, I think these are supposed to be like Jammy Dodger knockoffs. Maybe, I guess that kind of works. They're bigger than Jammy Dodgers are by a lot, but, you know, I think that's what it's supposed to be. And they can't call them Jammy Dodgers, fun fact, because that's actually a trademarked thing. Because Jammy Dodgers is actually the name that the brand gave the sandwich. Yeah, and that's what we were making were Jammy sandwiches, which I think are meant to be Jammy Dodgers, but they're huge. Yeah. My brand! 1-800 contacts. They can't have my brand. Look, I have special eyes. Look with your special eyes. My brand! Haddock and fudge. What are we looking for here? Haddock and fudge. Haddock and fudge. Smokies and tablet. Just getting a lot of fucking sweet shit.
To deliver this to Moira.
Nancy, just okay. Fucking. You're standing next to someone who's obsessed with you and you don't know why, and she's just talking about it. You're also surrounded by spies. And you're just like, now off to place, just meet with person. Like, fucking. God. Frank and Joe are either the worst spies or they taught you nothing.
All right, I got what you wanted. Now, please, I need to talk to you about my mother. Her name was Kate Drew.
Nancy, I had no idea. I would never have...
Please, come in. What you doing here?
Just visiting.
She looks like she owns cats and drinks vodka straight from the bottle.
Now I see it's genetic.
You knew my mother? Kate Drew?
Quite well. We wrote for the same newspaper. I knew you too.
What?
There's a photo. Go on, take a look.
That's me?
Indeed it is. Believe it or not, I was once your favorite person in the world. And mainly because I snuck you sweets when Kate and Carson weren't looking.
I'm so sorry. I just don't remember.
I guess I didn't really expect you to. You were quite small the last time I saw you. See that tea set?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. You'll notice the lack of teacups. That's because you broke every single cup.
Sorry, I was an accidental terror.
Accidental. Please, get back here. Nothing accidental about it. You'd make eye contact, grin that vicious little grin you had, and smash! Then you'd laugh like it was the funniest thing in the whole world.
Oh, I must have been a nightmare.
Yeah, you were.
Sorry?
You have no idea how good it is to see you.
Who is that?
Was anyone following you?
Not that I know of.
Again.
Hide now.
Nancy, you very loudly.
Keep looking. Would you look at that?
Oh, well, fuck. Nicely done. Nancy, you, again, we have to bring up that you loudly pronounced where you were going and who you were going to speak to in public. Just fucking not a smart person. Am I supposed to hide in that?
Stay put and don't make a sound, no matter what you hear.
What?
Shh. There's a safe behind the breaker. Look under the teapot. Follow what you find to the safe house.
Safe house? What's going on?
If it's starting again, no one can know you're here. Oh, gentlemen, you must be here to abduct me. Oh, come, is that really necessary?
Okay. What am I doing here?
Jack, still haven't done that. I need to find the information Moira hid under the teapot first.
Gentlemen, you must be here to abduct me. Like, well, yeah, I mean, she's very matter-of-fact about it. Gotta give her some credit there. What are we listening to here? Ah. Other Nancy Drew music. That is not what that should sound like. You just scratched that record, Nancy. Really? More of the same? Yeah, it's the same. Okay, at least that's Tomb of the Lost Queen. They're all just... Nope. So we only got 3.
This must be the number Moira referenced for the...
164. I mean, yeah, she was very matter-of-fact about this. I mean, it was very much like, oh, well, I don't know what those are, but I'm taking them. What? I asked very nicely at the desk, and now I have your phone number. How great is that? Bridget. Oh, good. This is normal fucking behavior, and Nancy is not at all concerned by it. Like, the woman is stalking you within minutes of knowing that you're there. Like,
to equal the number from the teapot.
28, 33, negative 18. Oh, okay. I'm gonna need a fucking diagram for this. My brain forgot what was on the teapot. 64, okay. So close. Look at that. Is there actually like a diagram of this so that I can not have to... Hold on. Like, don't get me wrong, I am not above taking pictures or writing down notes, but this is a little much. I mean, that's one way of doing it, I guess. That doesn't work either. I was hoping for more of like a hint and less of a Well, that's...
This must be for the safe house in Loch
Whatever. Okay. Whatever. Thank you for that. I just find out. I'll be honest, I'll let the letters build up. I won't smooth that over. Excuses. No, it's not your fault. Everything went south. I don't think it's likely it'll be returning. I'm sorry. That's where I landed, but you know why. I'll look for your letters in the mail and look remind the posts. If you leave the life, I've got a room for you here. I know you won't. I regret bringing you in more than anything. Carson's fine. Still spits fire at the mention of your name, which I'm sure will make you smile a bit. Nancy's good like she always is. She picked up my habit of asking strangers the exact questions she shouldn't. It makes Carson nuts, but it cracks me up. I do still have my notes. You'll find them at the safe house. You must know that the curiosity is twisting my neurons into knots of pure agitation. That's fine. Now that happened, you're a monster. So, all right, I have to know little names. Let's start it up again. Okay, hold on. Boop. Just take a picture of that. I can't come back in. I'm not coming back in. Not a word of... Okay, here. Pattern we spotted. Why was it gone for so long? The night of the wave break, did we really hit too close to home on that one? If so, that accounts for the long silence. I mean, it's been years since we've caught anything, so did we scare them into silence for a minute there, or did we just lose the thread at that point? I'll help you for the time being, but you've got to get another analyst on board, okay? I've got enough of the notes in my head, but I need you to hit me with the specific dates and locations for all the events. We subscribe to 3 papers. You can guess which ones. Drop everything into the want ads. I'm a sucker for those Lonely Hearts ads. Give me a reason to read them. Cute ads, sad though. I know you remember what we learned in school and then again in interrogation training, that every joke travels with a bit of truth in his pocket. Moira, you're clearly lonely. I realize I'm the last person on earth who should give you relationship advice, as I'm the benefactor of an obscene amount of what my mother called love luck. Carson dropped into my life and that's that. I've been waiting for the other shoe to drop squarely on my nose. Luck like this is unnerving. You know, when I approached you with the job at the paper, I hope this doesn't cheapen our friendship in your eyes, but I made a project of you. You were so brutally competitive and populate your own list of compliments. You know what I think of you. I set my mark on you and you on me. We became close friends, graduated, parted ways. We kept reading your work. You were still so much better with words than I could hope to be. When your articles stopped appearing, I got very worried. I searched for your byline everywhere. I found nothing. Then I found out why. My heart went out to you. Michael would be furious with you right now, you know. He loved you. The last thing he would ever want for you is to sit the rest of your life out. I helped you back on your feet because I couldn't think of a better person to do the same for me when my time to fall flat on my face came around. By the way, you were hilariously suspicious at first. Can't say I blame you. Losing Michael was a kick to the gut, and anyone who looked you in the eye could see you waiting for the next blow to land. Found your way back, you got right again, but that look had you then. You still have it today. If true love means never having to say you're sorry, then true friendship between reporters means never having to break out the grease pencil. Fine, here it is one last time. He's dead, you're not. Go to his grave tomorrow and say goodbye. He loved you, and if he had a voice to speak, it would beg you to stop torturing yourself. Back to the numbers. I'm selling a bunch of used garden equipment in the papers of record. Tell me if you think I've got it right. How sure are you that I'm right? Okay, the situation is bad. Coming to courier. Turn into the acts of union.
I I wonder what I'll need to open up this box.
Something that you don't have right now. Acts of Union. 1707. 1707, in fact. Okay. So we have a key to a safe house that, I guess we have. Choo-choo! I like how in this particular... Oh.
I'm grounded. Coming, Nancy. Big sad news coming down the pike. Breaker, Smokey,
Do you even have
Niner.
any idea how selfish you're being right now?
Nancy, is everything okay?
Bess, something's going on. It's bad.
Sneak down and listen.
'Kay.
No, you're not doing this.
Keep it down.
You made me a promise.
This is more important.
What do you want me to tell Nancy? Huh? That her mom doesn't care enough about her to stay? Just leave then. Run off to Scotland.
Oh, grow up, Carson.
I'm coming over.
That's some writing. Okay, charming, quaint. I know that was some hard ass shit. Mary, Queen of Scots. Fireplace observant. Okay. Okay.
Moira's notes mention something about tuning in. I should figure out what station she meant.
Oh, okay, hold on. May 1707. Oh. Okay. That is interesting, and we'll see what's that in a minute after we look at the fireplace, because that's something else we got.
Stones in the right order.
Observant is what it was, Nancy. Observant. So we're gonna go with this one to start. Okay. O B. There. E A N T. There are a lot of little hidden weird things. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah, this is a little crazy.
Password.
Okay. We're getting thrown into this, and I'm very lost as to what we're doing for the most part, which is, you know, I guess kind of normal for Nancy in some ways, but gameplay wise, this is leaving a bit to be desired. What?
Nancy, come see me. I've put a card in your safe. Your password is your room number times the price of a serving of haggis at the deli outside the hotel.
Why?
Why not?
Okay, okay, a lot of stuff happening in a very small amount of time. What, okay, I know Alice in Wonderland, but, well, actually, I think, did you ever walk Alice in Wonderland or Through the Looking Glass? Regardless, not sure why that was important before. Okay. It takes about 20% of the population to become infected at the same time to cripple a city. Okay. But, like, I'm still... Okay. Okay, so this is basically saying that, like, the whole colony thing, the whole virus bioagent is like a way to convince people via subtle psychology to do things without bloodshed. It's just, Okay, play the pipes, read the letters as they appear from left to right. It's done. I stopped it until R pulls out of the city. I am in huge danger. Okay. Read the letters as they appear from left to right. Left to right. Play the pipes. Oh. Password, okay. Can't do anything else. Nah. All this cool shit and we can't even fucking... No. There's shit in here. Okay. I do in fact know how to play music. Yes, he just walks up to this and goes, BAP! I like that there's all these... There's like a sledgehammer, a warhammer, a mace, several swords, and wooden swords. What's the wooden ones for at this point? Like, let's be real.
Missing a part.
I believe that would be called the chanter, actually. All right, so we're going full Merida here, are we? Is that what's happening? Like, what would you do if you knew you could change your fate? Kate Mazing, Moynificent. Well, I wonder who these are. Boo. Boo.
There must be a way to get this open.
Would ya?
Let's give this a shot.
What am I doing? What am I doing? What's happening? What's happening? You fucking suck. Okay, alright, not the worst, but we can figure it out. We can figure it out. Also, not the absolute worst. Hey, 10, that's better. Nice.
Not bad, but I
Not 0.
score.
But what is the point? Was ist das Punkt? Nice. Only 20 for the bullseye though? Fuck, alright. Oh shit. Real close. Ah. Ooh, right next to the bullseye. But hey. It's advanced. Shoot. I don't know why my brain keeps trying to say narcolepsy. That's not the word I want here. My brain is having a moment. It's not narcolepsy. It's kleptomania. Fucking Christ. Advanced kleptomania.
With this development.
So now that I have that, can I use... Oh no, that's... Okay, I thought that I could use that one, but... Advanced narcolepsy. The fuck was wrong with that? Right.
Tell me something good.
Talk to you later.
See you around.
Where were you? I wasn't sure if you had a party or if you got murdered. Either way, it would have been nice to be invited.
I went to spend a little time at a cabin.
Who just goes to a cabin by themselves? Shut up! Did you bring Alec?
You know Alec?
I know he's not into me, but now I see why.
Alec did not come with me, and how do you know about him anyway?
I'm not here to judge.
Well, there's nothing to judge.
Let me check the docket. May I refer you to the case of Tree versus Nancy and Alec? Tree alleges K-I-S-S.
Ugh, enough.
Oh, fine, I believe you. I'm just jealous. ING.
What is happening? I mean this in all sincerity. What the fuck is even happening right now? I'm having a great moment here. Hold on. I'm just having a moment. After the last game, which had some excellent moments in it, but was very frustrating to play in some ways. And the game before that, which was also narratively lacking in quite a lot. This is just like, let me just take a look at the list of Nancy Drew games here. Hold on. I'm just gonna go take a look at this list here. All right, we're gonna take a little walk back to the last couple of games here. We've had Silent Spy, which at the moment is feeling bonkers. Ghost of Thornton Hall, which while it had some decent elements to it, was very frustrating nonetheless, especially narratively, as it was very clear that there was a slavery-shaped hole, as I kept saying, in the narrative. Deadly Device, which again felt kind of bonkers. Tomb of the Lost Queen, bonkers. Alibi and Ashes, that one was good. That one was fine. Captive Curse, bonkers. And then Shadow of the Water's Edge, where it was good again. And going kind of back from there, we have other good ones. You know, you had Trail of Twister, which is, it's fine. But it had like a very clear plot nonetheless. Warnings at Waverly Academy, again, very good. We're not going to talk about Ransom of the Seven Ships. Phantom of Venice, Haunting Castle Malloy, Crystal Skull, you know, White Wolf of Icicle Creek, which White Wolf of Icicle Creek was insane, but like in a good way. But like, big long string here, right? We've got Captive Curse, Tomb of the Lost Queen, Deadly Device, Ghost of Thornton Hall, Silent Spy, and, you know, because it comes up next, Shattered Medallion. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, that one sucks ass. 6 games in a row, with one game in between those that is actually good, and all of those ones, those 6 games, are like painful to a certain degree, especially from a narrative standpoint. And these are the games that a lot of hardcore Nancy Drew Redditors, at least people who claim to be fans who are Redditors, want to go back to. Like, there is a significant portion of people who are upset that Her Interactive is moving away from this right here, or moved more specifically at this point. And I just, like, Her Interactive hit golden years with Nancy Drew, and these are not those. Like, these are not those. That's weird. Very weird. Oh shoot, we were supposed to figure out 727. Multiplied by the price of haggis. £5. $36.35. That was supposed to be difficult. I don't know why it was.
My luggage. Alec must have had it delivered. Wait a second. Mom's stuff is missing. Did Alec take it?
Nothing. Okay.
What did Ewan say was the code to get in here again?
Okay, we got another thing for an elevator. I'll deal with that in a second. Oop.
That is not normal. I need to take a closer look at her.
What on earth did you think was normal about her in the first place? Like, that is not normal. Yeah, nothing about her was normal. Like, honey, I don't know what to tell you about this. Just, oi, pain.
The key card Ewan gave me to activate this panel.
Or we could go talk to what's his face in the train station, because words.
What do you do?
Huh.
Huh, what?
I don't really know. I guess I'm something of a detective. Freelance.
That's the coolest! Do you have a gun?
No, I don't.
A badge?
Nope.
A trilby?
Sorry.
You should at least have a proper trench and trilby if you're going to be in the detective game.
Trilby, though?
End up becoming a detective.
Usually we talk about fedoras.
Questions
I
unanswered.
know Trilby's a bit of a fedora, but
Touché.
very small brim.
I'll let you go.
See you later.
Thank you for finding my suitcase.
I hope you don't mind. I took a peek inside to confirm it was yours. I gotta say,
Do you have a gun? Too bad, because I do. I'm right.
take them on an international flight.
Those are mine.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. You
Zing.
yesterday, he said with a hopeful smile.
Let's just move on.
Zing.
There's a poem in my suitcase. It's missing.
What are you talking about?
I do appreciate that little bit of
Not that I saw.
self-depreciating humor that they decided to throw in there.
Bye.
Because Nancy is well known for her mom jeans. All right, we have met 3 actual, honest to God characters that we can talk to.
That's new. It must be part of Cathedral security.
There is a 4th. Who's ready to meet? Oh, look.
Ah, Nancy, what's up? Pretty impressive, huh?
Another guy. It's Alan Cumming. Sorry.
And before you ask, no, I did not choose it. Would have chosen something better. Shadow, Blizzard, or some better word that doesn't also sound like a name you'd give a horse.
So, his face is giving me Alan Cumming, but his shirt is giving me Boris from GoldenEye, which, if any of you get that, you know, there you go. I am invincible! Also, I just gotta appreciate the Windows XP stuff over here. What is that? That is not... I don't know what that is. Windows XP stuff, though. Guy Fieri.
Can you look into Alec Fell for me?
Aye.
Do you have anything that could help me keep an eye on Bridget?
Well, not as such. Unless... You're not afraid of heights now, are you? Check this out. Find a bow, and you can use this to zip across the courtyard. It's not safe, but it is fun.
It's not safe, but it's fun. That sounds normal.
Why was the attack centered on Glasgow?
We wondered that as well. It took us too long.
Please, give me your in-universe explanation.
Us think our lives were more important than anyone else's. And that blinded us to the obvious. It was Glasgow because someone here wanted to play a risky game. When Revenant sees someone they think could be pointed in a direction they find advantageous, they drop a trail of breadcrumbs.
That gave me literally zero information.
Is there anything you could tell me about Bridget?
That girl upstairs, I ran her background on a hunch.
And?
Nothing. Try not to let her become collateral damage. She seems sweet.
Is Cathedral a part of MI5?
It is, and yet it is not.
I understand.
And yet you don't. I love duplicity. And yet...
You hate it.
There's my girl. I like your style.
But...
No, I genuinely do.
Why?
What exactly do you do here?
In the intelligence game, the dumb ones get manipulated, and the clever ones get buried.
And the particularly clever ones?
Well, they win, of course. But that's most likely not you. No offense, it's not me either.
So, in a normal narrative structure, you know, you kind of have, at the very least, a exposition to ramping up action to the climax and then down to the resolution, right? You know, it's this big bell curve shape. Okay? If this is the exposition, though, I feel like we started the game here somewhere and, like, missed out on all of this.
The creepy messages I'm getting on my phone. Who do you think is sending them?
I've been trying to track the source of the message. Grats await the mysterious stranger who coded that monstrosity.
Do you know who Kate Drew was?
Aye, we all do. I know she's your mom. You can call her that.
So she really wasn't a reporter?
She was, and was quite good. But she was also one of ours.
A spy?
Aye.
What or who was she spying on?
A spy?
Want to know? I gave you basic clearance on the archives. There is a station set up for you along the wall.
How did my mom stop the attack?
Your mother isolated the man who was orchestrating the attack. And of course he knew nothing and had nothing that could lead back to Revenant. All he could say was whatever he needed had a way of appearing. And the same person never visited him twice. No one knew what they were bringing him, or why. It was perfectly and alarmingly decentralized.
So what exactly does Revenant want?
Back in the days of mud huts and the like, some years the harvests would be light. Sometimes, when that happened, two kings would meet and plan a war to thin their flocks. Then, no one would ever know of their failures. That is what Revenant wants. They don't want to take over the world. They want to keep it.
Why are you my contact?
In order to do my job, I have to have top information clearance. But I'm not an agent per se. Civilian liaison work often falls to me. If you're asking what that means, you may not like the answer.
May not?
Absolutely won't. You're not considered a player. You're considered an asset. You're more or less on your own. You get to chat with me, and that's it.
Yet you let me in here, a place that is very clearly set up for a lot of other people to work at the same time with classified information, but you're the only one here.
Are you the one who sent me the message to come to Scotland?
No.
Do you know who did?
No.
Do you know?
No.
Yes, in fact I do. Someone...
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
The secrets that were lost with Kate Drew.
I don't.
Well, perhaps you do. How about you get caught up on the basics first before making up your mind?
Who is Revenant?
I do not know exactly. That's just what we're calling him.
I'm seeing a pattern.
We do not know. That was a perfect place to throw in a dinner.
Bad guys.
We didn't know.
In this game of cat and mouse, we thought we were the cat.
But you're the mouse.
We're the mouse. They're the trap.
What is your role with Cathedral?
I'm the watcher in the wires. I protect the status quo. And, for the time being, you.
What do you mean by protect the status quo?
Society rides on a rail, like a trolley. The rails are solid and modest and predictable. Those are your desk types. They get married, they have some kids, buy a house they can't afford. And never again are they unpredictable, or interesting, or alive even. But the line, the third rail, that's what drives the world forward. People that have a charge running through them, they move the world forward. Or they try to destroy it. I make sure that won't happen.
Okay, so you're telling me that you are a weapon wielded by an oppressive state in order to prevent any kind of radical change from occurring?
Goodbye.
See you around.
That doesn't sound as anti-terrorism as I think they that we're intending in this moment. Oh. That's a friend.
Cool spy gear.
Cool spy gear. Oh. You redeemed that right at the time that I turned to the corner, and I thought it was in the game. And I was like, what is that sound? Forgetting what my own stream sounds like. Great. Let's get through the basics. All right, what do we got? Catherine Austin Drew, otherwise known as Kate. Weird way to spell Catherine. Internal name Harrier, challenge code CMYK0110, otherwise known as Blue. Known associates Lark, Condor, and Kestrel. Lark is certified and requires no looking after. Harrier requested Condor be allowed restricted clearance, but was briefed only as necessary, and that Kestrel was granted no clearance, was not to be briefed. Okay. This is a messy... Nope. This is a messy file. Oh, hey, look. See? Operative Joe Hardy. Status. Internal name. Project. Known aliases. Nothing. Operative blank is known to this and other intelligence agencies. Trusted but not briefed. Extremely proficient tactician. Again, why is Nancy doing this alone? If Joe and Frank Hardy are supposedly super spies on their own, then why the fuck is Nancy here alone? Doesn't make any goddamn sense. All right. Bess Marvin, internal name Magpie. Swift's cousin, trusted confidant, lacks judgment, but displays above average intuition. Easily manipulated, but her candid nature makes her an unlikely target for any individuals attempting to influence Kestrel, otherwise known as Nancy. She's not smart, but we love her. Ned Nickerson, internal name Robin. Aw, what a little. Known aliases Nedger, Nedwin, Nedstifer, Nedley, Nedward, Neddard. Him? Him? With a question mark? What are we fucking... It's Powerpuff Girls moment right here, right? Like, okay. Kestrel's boyfriend of many years, Robin's loyalty and honesty make him an unlikely target for any individuals attempting to influence Kestrel. Okay, so he's Nancy Drew. Here we go. Bring it on. Bring it on. Note extreme skill set crossover with Harrier. Autodidact. Okay, with uncanny interrogation abilities and Harrier's knack for puzzling work and code breaking. Despite experience, Kestrel is not a professional. Do not expect professional decision-making skills. Not combat ready. Note update. American Intel has obtained a parcel addressed to Kestrel. Inspection indicates she may be believed to have access to sensitive information contained within her household. Update Kyoto. Contact with source LM confirms suspicion that Kestrel may be manipulated by those who know her past. LM reports a fixation with a deceased member of family S. LM reports Kestrel is driven to solve the case of her mother's death. Her actions are uninvited. The psychology here is clear to anyone looking and is on the whole worrisome development. Further developments, this document will no longer be updated. LM. Contact with source LM. Kyoto. Hold on. Logan Mitchell? Logan fucking Mitchell. Savannah's assistant? Savannah's incredibly fucking gay assistant? Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Didn't catch that the last couple of times, I guess. Wow. And then, of course, the whole LM reports a fixation with a deceased member of family S. That would be the Shimizu family. Wow. Okay. I want so badly to take this seriously. I am sorry. It is hard. George Fane, Magpie's cousin, trusted confidant, shows strong mechanical engineering abilities and is watchlisted by a number of civilian organizations following her innovative work at the Jovic Center for Advanced Mechanical Study. Just want to say is watchlisted. Mechanical and engineering abilities and is watchlisted. And there, like, George Fane can't step on a plane anymore. Also, I like that they call her Georgia. Like, her full name, yes, is... But, like, Operative Kate Drew, in parentheses, Catherine Austin. Bess Marvin, even though Bess is a nickname for Elizabeth. I do believe her name is actually Elizabeth Marvin. Yeah, Elizabeth Marvin. So why is George and Ned cannot be Ned Nickerson. Ned cannot be his full name. Oh, maybe it is. Okay. Fair enough. All right. Ned is his full name, but like Bess is not her full name, but George gets Georgia, which, yeah, is her name, but like weird. That's all I gotta say. Joe is Joe, not Joseph. Like, anyway. What do we got? Dishonorably discharged. Details of discharge remain sealed. Records pertaining to her whereabouts not to be requested or distributed. Okay. Hannah Gruen has not been briefed, considered non-active. Carson Drew, legal expert formerly involved in the investigation of blank and blank, no longer working in activist cases, maintains a domestic private practice. No longer working in activist cases. Was he under surveillance by the Hoover FBI? Like, all right, moving on. Colony operation. Has failed attack to display. This is not the case. All colony details have been released to the public and are as follows. Biological attack intended to weaken a city, allowing an outside force to realign the governing power structure without use of the military. Biological in nature, intended to be non-lethal. Aim of this attack to be political in nature, although little is known beyond this point. Social control interpretation of the attack remains a favorite theory of most analysts. Believe that the colony operation was a dry run for a larger program. Revenant is rumored to be developing. Popular theory asserts Revenant is attempting to perfect a non-military method of regime change. Still a weird place and way to do that. If your goal is a regime change, you don't want to start with a small city. You want to start with a small country, because you need to change the actual power structure. And a city does not have a great amount of power structure to change. Like, if you throw up an attack and against, you know, we'll say go with this and be like against Glasgow, like, at what point does the Scottish National Guard not kick your ass? It would be better to start with a small country and change their entire political system to be what you want. But again, virus must affect at least 40% of the population for a period not less than 2 weeks. Onset must be immediate. Symptoms severe. Casual count must remain low enough to avoid a backlash within the population. Viral agent must include an off switch to avoid any further unexpected complication to ensure herd immunity will not develop, rendering the formula useless in other instances. Is that even possible? It feels okay. Da 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 da. Ooh, whoa, whoops. Standard higher practice Kate Drew. First appeared at Cathedral Radar series article she wrote for the Glasgow Standard. Ability to cut through high volumes of information. Quickly became apparent. Career progressed. Kate was brought on board after only one step into what is generally a multi-step process when she was given a test subject specifically trained by Cathedral to interview. As far as the applicant is concerned, this interview was meant to test their ability to differentiate between stated facts, stated assumption, and stated disinformation. Before the interview progressed beyond the control portion, Kate had discovered the hidden cameras and microphone and the true purpose of the interview. She was hired on the spot. We recommended that Kate eventually move into field work, though her primary position with Cathedral will always be as an analyst. Kate's ability to see patterns in the large data sets paired with her intuition make her an ideal asset. Her unique interaction style may make her a wild card in the field, but more often than not, her blunt approach will give her direct access to difficult subjects. What am I missing here? Kate's last days. Nothing is known about Kate's last days before the car crash. Following her return trip to Scotland, she quickly went off-grid to pursue a set of leads. Remain undefined. It is believed she was instrumental in running the colony operation offline. Okay. Don't think I have any more dossiers to read. There's all these things for passwords, but we can't do anything about that. We will take a picture of this because we have to wait. Actually, yeah, it's all right here. So I will still take a picture of it though. So then I can do this here. Although that is not what I thought it was, so never mind. I thought that's... Never mind. Never mind. Well, that was something. I mean, Scotland can be a test, but okay, here we go. Creepy noise.
It's time for a new test.
If I don't want to.
Lines on the trash compactor at the station, and you will be rewarded.
I'm busy. I'll go ahead and do a quick save game here.
Got it.
Oh yeah, extra cool Nancy Drew going across the courtyard in a zipline thing. No one's gonna notice this. No one at all. This is totally...
Be quick about this. Bridget could be back at any second. This is straight up weird. She's tracking my movements? I think I'd better find out more before I confront her about this. I'll get caught if I go out that way.
Oh, that's the exit? Well, I didn't fucking know.
All right, let's see what Bridget's up to. Okay, I need to use the McLaughlin pattern here.
And I remember what that looks like. Holy shit. That's a fun pattern. Okay, I have to somehow... Oh my god. How am I supposed to do this quickly? I would like to know that. Yeah, see... Okay. How am I supposed to do this? No. Ah, damn it. Oh, that hurt. Oh, it's up there in the corner. You know what? It's actually easier to look at it on my phone anyway. This is hard. Let's go on later. Pretty sure that's right. This is this person's password. I want it on her cell phone. I mean, I know secret agent shit, but like, this is not easy and convenient in any way. What am I missing? Did I do something wrong? Did I do something wrong? Shit. See it now. Hold on. How far back do I have to go to make that work? Damn. Damn it. I think that's still fine though. Hey, there we go. Wait.
Fast enough, I might be able to intercept the package.
Look behind the words of Burns. music is. And we're just fade to black. We're gonna okay, yep. No one notices she slams into a closed window. There's no figuring for her weighing down the wires. She has to zip back. I guess she somehow has got to fight gravity because she went down on the way. Well, we don't know how that worked because ultimately she just kind of got there? Question mark? Right, we're going for the dead drop, which behind the words burns. It's the bench.
I shouldn't do this if Bridget's here.
I've been robbed!
What? What happened?
Someone broke into my room!
Oh, that was me.
My money?
Oh, that's possibly also me.
What kind of a question is that?
Well, money's... Sorry, just trying to see how I can help. Have you ever heard of Revenant?
Are you a spy or something?
No, just something I overheard.
Oh yeah. I guess a spy wouldn't just ask a stranger that. Well, not a good spy. Revenant's supposed to be this terrorist organization, but they tapped out 10 years ago. Now it's just the psychos that talk about him. Keeps their psychotic minds busy, which is either very good or very bad.
I just saw a group of men in suits headed toward your room. They look like spies or something.
What?
That was a sudden change of voice. And also not very believable. That not... Do we not have... What? Nancy, are you good? How do I get a screwdriver? Do you have a screwdriver? No, no you don't. Does the guy in the basement have a screwdriver?
Found out the deal with that Alec fella.
Yeah? Anything interesting?
No, he's harmless.
Harmless?
I think so. But if he's taken a shine to you, use it to your advantage.
What exactly was the colony operation?
The idea was simple. Manufacture a disaster. In this case, it was the release of a virus designed not to kill, but to incapacitate, pushing the city into a state of disaster. That's stage 1.
What's stage 2?
As far as we understood, if the Glasgow cell carried out the first stage, Revenant would take over.
Okay, what would they do next?
They'd send in support, put the city back on its feet, and in the days that follow, seize all positions of authority under the guise of emergency action. Drive the stake in the ground, so to speak, and never give back what was taken.
Again.
It was a bit tongue-in-cheek, operations name-wise. It wasn't about shifting a population, it was about shifting power. It was about obedience.
But again, you do that to a city within a larger country. The country itself is going to respond, even if you entrench your, like... Again, if like a terrorist organization came marching in to be like, we're here to provide relief to the city of Boston, and like, even if Boston's mayor and city council were like, yeah, that's cool, you can have our jobs, the state of Massachusetts might have a problem with it. Just a bit. And then if not, then yeah, then you would be dealing with the federal authorities, no less. Again, this is not... You can't do it with just one city unless that city is also a country. So, I don't know, pick Singapore, Monte Carlo. You know... Well, wait, Monte Carlo, is that part of the city-state, right? Oh, Monte Carlo is administrative Monaco, so, you know, Monaco is what I meant. Sorry. But, or even a small, tiny European country or something, like Liechtenstein.
So why is the colony operation starting again?
Still not sure. Here's the theory. Just like the good guys figured out Revenant existed, so did some bad guys. And maybe they thought, what if we followed
the Vatican? Right! Take over the Catholic faith!
Cute if you think about it. Almost like a seance to conjure a ghost.
I still don't understand why Revenant would want to carry out an attack like this.
They do not care.
That does not make sense.
They don't. They are playing the long game.
What long game?
I would kill to find out.
It seems like Revenant was obsessed with getting the formula correct. Why?
The formula is important. Too deadly. Obviously a problem. Revenant will not show up unless you hit the sweet spot. They're interested in using this as a test drone, not in racking up civilian casualties. Too easy to fight off, then it's just a cold. You need to knock 3/4 of the city under a pile of blankets. Then you're home free.
What about children, the elderly, people who are already sick?
You know, I don't want to think about that.
Ah, there it is. So it is potentially lethal.
There is most likely
We're throwing people under the bus.
of the virus. Getting everything in place for when the proper formula is available.
Once it is, how long would it take to be unleashed?
Depends on a lot of factors. Quicker than anyone would like. If anyone can find the original scientist or the original formula, it's a matter of time.
If they find both?
They'll have it ready almost instantaneously.
How do I get into the glass storage case?
The storage locking mechanism is half broken, and I can't get it to open unless it's all the way fixed.
Ah, see, that time he said canna.
Can I give it a
Cannot get it. I cannot get it to open.
Is it true that Revenant only allows others to act for them?
Let's hope so. If not, then we're terrible at our jobs. The truth is, we think they're us. Imagine what you could do with these resources if your aim went askew.
What does Revenant want?
The crazy thing is, what they want makes sense. Do not tell anyone I said that.
Not a popular opinion, I'm guessing.
That one rarely gets asked to the dance. What they want is to rewrite the rules of the world.
What do you mean?
Imagine if you got to rewrite the rules of society. Who gets what, who leads, who follows. I bet you'd make a lot of changes.
Right.
But as the lesson of every sci-fi movie where robots become self-aware states, in our flaws lie our perfections.
Goodbye.
See you around.
Ah. This is happening right now.
You have failed. There will be no reward. Shame. Now you will never know.
Oh. Okay. I didn't know that was on a fucking timer.
It's locked.
It's locked. No, that was on a timer.
It's locked.
So where the fuck is the... Oh.
I should investigate that chair when I can. If I can get all of the colors into the correct circle, I should be able to get this off. Whoa, who is this note about?
Her life? I wonder what it could possibly be. Oh. Okay. I don't know what to think about here. Okay.
All right, it's ready to play.
The notes from left to right, though. What are those notes? Just a scale? Huh. Not terribly helpful, actually.
Nancy.
What's the story with the cabin you sent me to?
The cabin is one of many. Cathedral had it fitted with tech for Kate and me once Colony started to heat up. No one but Kate and I knew of the location. Do not give that information out to anyone.
Yeah, she escaped.
My mom involved with the colony operation.
Yeah, that happened.
How?
Not much is known, really. The operation needed 3 things. Someone to develop the biological agent, someone to make it in quantity, and someone to distribute it in a way that would affect the entire city. Your mum broke that chain. I don't know how.
What happened when you were gone?
I don't want to talk about it.
Why not?
Maybe it's personal. Did you ever stop to think about that?
Do you have anything that will help me understand what my mom was doing here and why she was involved in tracking such a dangerous group?
At first it was a police matter, but your mother was studying them for Cathedral. She had a crazy theory.
Which was?
Here.
I don't really understand what this all means.
Someone was using Glasgow as their laboratory. Each experiment was getting bigger, scarier. When we were done with our research, we were staring Revenant dead in the eye. We didn't know it until we were dragged into the central office for an emergency briefing, of course. That was fun. But we did know we were looking at something terrifying.
My mom had a song she always played. Do you know anything about it?
She loved that song. It may just be sentimental, but I don't know. Doubt it.
What's the story with your record player?
Go on, take a look. I'm a novice turntablist.
You DJ?
Once in a while. Mainly just party nights at the pub down the way. But I've been branching out into deep house lately.
Really? Oh, that's surprising.
I know you think you're going to stay the same age forever, but you won't. There, is this better? Oh, that belongs to the sweet young man who brings my meals. He's such a dear, even helping me dig my own grave in the back garden.
All right, I get it.
Have a seat, dearie. I'll tell you about how things used to cost less. And then I'll say something racist, and you won't even know what to do about it because I'm old, and it just seems like a lost cause at this point.
Enough. I'm sorry.
Ding.
It's a completely expected hobby.
Then I'll say something racist and you won't know what to do about it because I'm old.
Why are people after you right now?
The colony operation is restarted and they're looking to pick up where they left off. Nancy, your mother's death wasn't an accident.
I know. That's what the message that led me here said.
I know it wasn't an accident. Your father knows it wasn't an accident. The only other people who know are the people who killed her. That's who sent you the message.
Okay, we kind of figured that out,
What
but
was I
okay.
brought to Glasgow?
They think you might be the key to the secrets Kate left behind.
I'm not.
You could be. Kate would never give you information that would put you in danger, but the more you love someone, the more you show your secrets, whether you mean to or not. That's why the family of a spy is never safe, as your father was fond of pointing out.
Who is the silent spy?
What?
The message I got mentioned a silent spy.
Ah, it's gallows humor. It's a take on an old book.
Meaning?
The only silent spy is a dead spy.
How did you and my mom know each other?
We were both in the same J-school program. She was a better journalist than I was, and I hated her for it. A fact I made plainly clear. After graduation, I was happy I'd never have to see that smug face of hers ever again. Until, of course, in true Kate style, she called out of the blue to say she'd set me up with a job at the paper she'd been working at. I don't know if she mistook my hatred for healthy competition, or what it was all about. Your mother had this infuriating habit of expecting the best out of people. She confused me into being nice to her. I dare say I miss her almost as much as you must.
My father told me not to trust you. Something's not adding up here.
I'm not sorry that I lied. I'm sorry that I have to tell you the truth.
Yeah, I can see that.
Your mother came back to Scotland because I begged her to. She told me for months that Cathedral was like her family, but you and Carson were her family. She had a responsibility to you. She had made a promise to your father, and she meant it. But I begged. I told her I believed she was the only one who could help me stop the attack. That wasn't the lie.
What was?
I promised her she'd have round-the-clock MI5 protection from wheels down to meeting you at baggage claim back home. She trusted me.
There was no one watching her, was there?
No. As surely as she saved untold lives, I took hers with that lie. I took her from you with that lie. Please forgive me.
So you're a giant
Don't forgive me.
bitch.
Get angry and leave and go home. Nancy.
We're still not done.
And my mother, was she?
She was.
Why didn't you tell me earlier?
I made a promise to Kate that if anything happened to her, you would never, ever be dragged into this mess.
What made you change your mind?
You dragged yourself in. From here on out, it's survival.
Oh my god, there's more? Jesus. Fuck.
How
Okay.
did you become friends with my mom?
We worked together at the Standard. She did features, I did news.
We're getting full expo dump now.
So the two of you worked together back when you were a reporter?
Still am. Well, a blogger, so hard to say.
Everyone keeps telling me to leave. I can't do that.
You still don't get it. This isn't dangerous to just you. You just made your entire life a target. Your father, your friends, anyone who knows you.
Does that include you?
Oh, don't factor me in. I bought my ticket years back.
Do you know anything about my Cathedral contact, Ewan?
Not a thing. I lost the keys to Cathedral long ago. In my experience, Cathedral means well, but don't trust recklessly.
Did my mom live out here after I was born?
Not quite. She'd come out here for months at a time with you and your father. Back then, we were still writing together. You weren't in school yet, so you were good to go anywhere. And Carson used to like it here. Those were good times.
Talk to you later.
Goodbye.
Okay. Oh, jeez, that was long. Where do I get this screwdriver? Ah. I missed it. Carson liked the golf. Yeah, probably. Oh, flashback time.
Are you really going to go?
Have a seat.
No, Dad told me you're leaving. Why?
Nancy, it's not like that.
Are you coming back?
I know, you heard some stuff between me and your dad, but you've got the wrong idea, kiddo.
Then what's the right idea?
You'll understand when you're older.
Why is that always all you say?
Trust me, if I could tell you everything, I would. But for now, I just can't. Now, come and sit. Let's practice.
I'm sorry. I just can't.
Ouch. Also, Kate, why aren't you touching the pedals at least? There was pedal in that. There we go. There's a fair amount that's just chilling at that restaurant. Clippers, the...
I need to slide the track of canisters out.
Okay, wait, no, wait, no. I feel like I'm doing this the hard way.
Got it.
There we go.
I need to complete this myself. To see what Bridget was up to.
Fill a blue bag with a final payment of 35. Place the bag inside the trash bin next to this bench. Exit the area and return later. Your equipment will be waiting for you in the trash bin. Okay. Blue bag.
This should work for the dead drop.
What? I have hilarious tales. Come listen. B? B. Bridget.
Want to hear a funny story?
Sure.
Great. Give me your phone. Come on. Give phone. Give me the phone. Come on, you know you're curious as to why I want it.
I am, but...
Curiosity killed the cat.
That's not exactly helping your case.
Oh, gimme, please. I won't do anything crazy.
All right.
Yay! My boyfriend just tried to break up with me with a voicemail, if you can believe that. So, dropped my phone into a sewer. This isn't my phone. Don't write back. Loophole! I was going to dump him soon anyway, but in person, like you do. Thanks for your...
Whoa. I need that back.
Are you in trouble?
I don't know.
Can I listen to the rest?
It might be safer for you if you didn't.
You are a spy! I mean, shh, no you're not.
What is happening?
Hooray!
What are you really up to? You've been tracking me since I arrived. I bet your name isn't even really Bridget.
No, your name isn't Bridget.
Who are you really? Why were you asking me so many questions?
Ah, thank you. I am so sick of that accent.
Okay.
And I am so sick of you. Go home, Nancy Drew. Otherwise, you will die.
Blatant. Okay.
Dead drop, drop dead. I'll give it some time and see what happens next.
Questions. No answers. Here we are. Oh yeah. Anyway, hit the button on that, and that happens to be the end of our stream for the day. On that marvelously cryptic note that makes next to no sense. I wish this felt satisfying in any way, shape, or form, at the very least, even as like a suspenseful thing. If anything, it's keeping me in suspense for what the fuck is going to happen next. Not in a, ooh, that's really cool, I want to know what happens next, but more in a, what kind of way? Because that's what I feel right now. It's lots of what? You know? I forgot how frustrating this game is. From a narrative standpoint, mostly. Like, puzzle-wise, it's fine. I'm enjoying some of the puzzles. The kind of whole Scotland vibe of it is actually decent, you know, unlike some of the previous games where it's been like, I don't understand what this is trying to teach me, even from like an entertainment perspective. At least this has quite a fair amount on Scottish history, Scottish culture, Scottish food, Scottish music, sports. Like, it's all kind of crammed in there in a decent way, and you get to interact with it to some extent because it's all part of the puzzles. So you do actually have to like learn a little bit of Scottish history, learn a little bit about tartans, learn a little bit about, you know, all this stuff. So good, that's good. But like, why? That's the ultimate question, is why? So yeah, anyway, that's our stream for the day. Thanks all for joining. This has been fun, at least tearing it apart. So yeah, we're gonna put a pin in that, and we're gonna come back to that hopefully on Thursday. So like I've mentioned several times during the stream, because not at all nervous about it, I am going to be going to the hospital tomorrow. I have a small operation in the middle of the day. In theory, I should be back to normal the next day, or even day of, honestly, in a lot of ways. But just in case I'm not, you know, I am planning on streaming on Thursday, same time, 8 p.m. Since I have the day off, since I took the day off, I very likely can still make it anyway, but just in case I don't, I will let you all know on the Discord. So keep an eye out there for updates about that, but otherwise I will post on all the usual socials that I am streaming. So have a great night, everyone. This is a weird ass game. We'll pick up with it in a couple of days. So until then, take care, everybody. Bye-bye. Mwah.